All right, Kenman here, and today we have a fun unboxing that is guaranteed to happen. Wait, huh? What? I don't know. I just work here. Jeez, I don't know if you can even call it work. Hey, over there, enough out of you. I work hard, sort of. And, I mean, this isn't my real job, so anything I do here is extra, so call it what you will. But YouTube thinks I'm working pretty good because they just accepted me into the partner program. How about that? Thank you, thank you. I basically have to say thanks to all of you because without my viewers, I wouldn't be where I'm at. But currently, I'm at around 3,600 and some change for subs, and I just hit 4,000 watch hours, which qualifies me for a YouTube partnership. So, like I said, I want to thank everyone. Very appreciative. I'm having a great time doing this, and got a lot of ideas for some crazy fun stuff in the future. So stay tuned for that. But right now, I got to kind of put together some paperwork that YouTube gave me to fill out. I got to figure out some membership settings and make some icons and some emojis and stuff. So watch for some changes coming soon. If anybody has any ideas for some of the little emojis and some of the icons and stuff for the membership badges and stuff, please comment below. Give me that info. But exciting stuff on the way, including some more giveaways. We'll have a giveaway coming very soon. But yeah, today we have an unboxing. Let's do this unboxing. Sorry, here we are a couple minutes in. Before we start, I'm not sponsored by anyone, and I purchase everything at retail price. I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. Bag on the floor. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment below. And everybody knows what this box is, right? The shape, it's a Kizer. Another Kizer? Somebody's getting Kizer crazy. Yes, this was from that flash sale. I don't know if some of you saw, I know, but I made a little post because I saw on Instagram that Kizer was having a sale. They had like a 50% off flash sale that started like at 10 p.m. And so I go to Instagram. Instagram, KDK in 4K. KDKIN 4K. That's me over on Instagram. KDK in 4K. Go check it out. But I was over there. Kizer posted that at 10 p.m. they were having a big flash sale. And a bunch of stuff was half price. And so I made a post letting everybody know about it and which one should I get. And ultimately I was kind of upset because every single offering that they had, none of them had clips that were swappable to the right or to the left side for the lefties. Another drop bear sticker and a nice Kizer sticker. That's great. So with their 5 different, I think it was like 3 different things. They had a couple different sheepdogs and a couple different, whatever that other one was. I forget. Anyway, they had like 5 total different things, but because none of them were really that lefty swappable friendly, it made me, and I basically only got one. I'm still glad I got one. All right, standard Kizer cloth and info. We're just going to skip that stuff. Oh my goodness, this is way smaller than I thought it was going to be. That is fine. Box on the floor. Kizer always gives out a bunch of screws for their knives, so you got to label them so you know which one it goes with. But it's nice because if you have any issues or you need a screw or you strip one out or something, you got an extra. Holy cow. More small knives, Kenman. Mini bag on the floor. All right. Yep, so I only got one. Here it is. This is the Kizer Sheepdog. This is the mini Sheepdog Button Lock version. For the size, it feels like it's got a little bit of weight to it. All right, there we are. So, Kizer Sheepdog Mini with the button lock. They have some other versions, the liner locks and sorry, and the like. This one here, 154 cm on the blade. We got an aluminum handle. So on that aluminum, I could maybe do some type of a laser mark if you're interested. What do you think? Should I do that? Comment below. If you haven't seen some of the laser marks on the handles I've been doing, bing, check it out right there. This is tiny. I did not realize it was as little as it is. Okay, so button lock. Feels nice. The fuller hole right there, thumbs out really easy, flicks out really easy. Actuated with the button, really easy. Oh, there, I failed that. It's got a, you hear that? It's got an interesting sound. It sounds heavy, almost kind of hollow. You hear that? Like echoey. Doop. I don't know. I kind of like it. Interesting. The action is great as all Kizers. If you've been watching my videos lately, I've gotten quite a few Kizers, and the action on them is pretty fantastic. Okay, so yeah, like I said, 154 cm blade. We got the aluminum handle. The issue, like I said, with all the ones that they were offering is they have this clip that cannot be swapped to the other side. No holes over there for the lefties to do any swaps with. It's kind of an ugly clip. I don't know. No offense. Everybody has a different style. This seems like just a huge flat chunk. Not really a major fan of that, and especially since I can't swap it to the other side. That's kind of a bummer, but it does not stop me from buying knives. Centering. Looks like that centering is nice where it needs to be. Blade is, of course, excellent, solid. No play. Huh. Again, Kizer with a fun knife. Yeah, listen to that. The button, all the sounds it makes. It's interesting. So you hear that when you open it, and then you hear that thoop when it closes. It's got some weight. We'll weigh this in a second. I know in some of my videos, people, no one's really commented, but I've forgotten to weigh a couple of unboxings, which is my bad. I get kind of caught up and I don't maybe make enough notes properly as often. I just kind of like to just kind of wing it and go. There are no jimps at all, which is kind of a sad face, but it doesn't feel bad. It is a smaller knife. There is a little divot on the end of the blade, and I can get my index finger all the way to it. But you know what? That feels really nice. If I was making cuts up there, then it's the 3-finger grip. Kind of holds on good. Good, nice draw. Oh, yeah. Oops. You know, here we are. More and more of these smaller knives, except for now I'm going to need to get a full-size sheepdog. There are, I don't even know, dozen more styles? Comment below. How many sheepdogs are there? How many do you have personally? Which one should I look at if I want to get a bigger one? This one, I was drawn to it because of the button lock and the fuller hole. They had another one that looked really cool, but it was thumb studs only. So there are, and the liner locks. Lots of stuff to check out, but I'd be interested in looking at them, maybe getting another one. I do like the feel of this. It's a beefier, kind of a chunkier knife, which I'm a fan of. Grip, though, is definitely, that's a 3-finger grip. That pinky is falling off of there. You can kind of choke up into this area right there. And if you do that, actually, because it's flat, you can grab in there pretty good without, it's not pushing because it's flat right here, there's nothing pushing me this way. Like if it was curved, the curve would naturally push you into the curve to an extent and kind of could push you up against that. But this, because it's flat, doesn't really feel like I'm getting pushed up against that. I could go there and then you have a full grip on that. Yeah. This feels nice. Little mini Kizer Sheepdog. Who knew? Probably a lot of you. Let's get a couple real good close-ups. That aluminum handle. It's clean. It's got a nice kind of contour to it. And then just those 3 little cutouts. Obviously the cutout for the button. Simple, yet kind of cool looking design. Anything that's a button lock, that's a flip out like that, I mean, come on, I'm a fan. Doesn't really feel like there's any hot spots or anything like that. Sometimes when the clip is on that side as a lefty, you can kind of get your hand in there and you have even less hot spots. So in that aspect, not being able to flip to the other side is kind of decent sometimes. Often when you go to push like this to open it as a lefty though, that can be a hot spot on your thumb when you're holding it to flick it out like that. This one's pretty low. It doesn't seem to bother me. It seems like it's also in a spot. Sometimes it's right in the spot where you want to put your thumb, and that's where it causes that issue. This seems to be fine. No real concern there. All right, let's zoom in. Another one of these smaller knives. I've been really getting into them lately, I tell you. Oh, tiny, look at this. So we are not even 6 1/4, looking at 6 1/8 all the way. The blade is, because of this notch and stuff right there, it kind of changes. It could be anywhere from 2 1/2 to 2 3/4. The cutting surface is fairly straight, but it has a little bit of a curve to it. But you're getting about 2 1/2 inches of cutting surface. And then the handle is 3 1/2. And it's just about at the crest of the contour. It's probably about a 1/2 inch thick. Nice size. Nice size for a smaller knife. Here we are. I gotta zoom out a little bit. The old Pyrites, put everything up compared to the Pyrite. Pyrite is not quite a full-size knife, but it is a larger, kind of a mid to full. So Pyrite's got it beat 1/2 inch or so on the handle and on the blade. Cutting surface, definitely about a 1/4 inch or a little bit more on that. I wonder, we got the Kizer Amicus, is another Kizer button lock that I've had. I did the die on this one. I've had this one for quite a while, but it's a button lock flipper tab only. But you can see the action on this is just awesome. It works really good. It was, like I said, jade, and I did it in this blue. It's kind of a smaller knife, but it does beat the Sheepdog by 1/2 inch on the blade, 1/2 inch on the handle there. But they both have a similar button lock feel. Here's another Kizer. This is the Lieb. Oops. Also a button lock flipper tab only. But like I was saying, Kizer with their button locks, I've been happy with the ones that I've got. Also, same thing, about a 1/2 inch larger. These are all kind of similar to that Pyrite size, maybe just a little bit smaller. Here's a larger Kizer. This is the Dogfish button lock. It's got a nice low profile flipper tab in the front and one in the back, but it's got a cool looking ripple pattern. But another button lock from Kizer that you can just see is got some nice action to it. Who is it? Is it Matt? Matt is King's. Is his button broke? Been asking around to see if anybody else has been having any problems with theirs. I carry mine once in a while and I play with it a lot on the table, and it's still been working fine. So it's a cool knife. I like it. I would carry it more if I wasn't rotating through so many knives all the time, but again, that's not an issue to complain about. This one's just a little bit bigger. It might be closer to 1 inch larger on the handle there. I suppose I could grab the Bugatti. This one is not a button lock, but it's a chunkier blade. That kind of thickness of that blade, kind of similar because they got that taller or wider, longer, taller, wider. You be the judge. But yeah, interest. Just wanted to see it next to there. Yeah, I guess there's that other Kizer. The what the heck was this called again? Urban Bowie. So these are close. Handle's almost the same on the Urban Bowie, but it's a little bit shorter on the blade by a 1/2 inch. The has it beat. This one's just got this little liner lock. But man, tell me this isn't a fun little knife too. I didn't realize my Kizers have been growing and growing. As I say in a lot of videos, because I'm not sponsored, it's kind of on me to kind of make decisions on what I want to get. So I obviously pay attention to sales. Like this one was half price. So when I bought it, half price, can't beat that, right? So I have a lot of knives I'll put in carts and kind of watch them and wait for some sales, and depending on what I'm looking for right at that time. And then I get a knife from a company, and if I like it, I got this Amicus, and I loved it, and I did the die on it, and I had it, and I carried it, and I'm like, this is a great knife. Makes you want to consider, or me to consider, more knives from that company. So I've considered definitely more from Kizer. I've probably got 8, 9, maybe close to 10 knives from Kizer. Maybe I gotta start doing some more reviews where I do like, oh, here's all my Kizers right now or whatever. But more of that coming soon. More unboxings, die projects, laser projects. I could do something on this handle. Do I have something out here? Like this is my Sencut Arc Blast that I did that laser mark on the handle. This is an aluminum handle, so I could do some type of a pattern like that on there. Or on my mini pyrite, I did these little really, really subtle kind of S lines on there. But these are, those aluminum type handles or steel handles I can do a laser mark on. And so I could consider doing something on this. Maybe a removal inside the notches or a pattern on there or something. Comment below what you would consider would be looking cool, or should I just leave it like this? Open and close it a couple more times. It's got a neat sound. It got a neat feel. Dan, you forgot to weigh it. Man, my videos. What are we at? Pushing 18 here. We're going all out. What do we think? It's gonna weigh more. I was gonna say it almost weighs more than the pyrite. Pyrite I think is like 3.6. So we got 3.21. Try to get that out of the light. Yeah, standard pyrite is 3.67. So it's a little bit heavier because it's shorter than that pyrite for sure. So 3.21, Amicus 2.7. It's got those G10 handles. Lieb is heavier, 3.9, 3.3. So this one is almost the same size-wise, So it's a kind of a chunk for being a smaller knife, still weighing 3. I mean, it doesn't feel overly heavy. You don't sit there and go like, oh my goodness, I'm carrying this just mass. It feels good. I actually am excited about this one. I'm going to carry this one. I'm going to mess around with it a little bit. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. If you enjoy what you see, please hit that like button and subscribe if you would like to see more. Helps me out, and I really appreciate it. A lot of fun stuff coming. Thank you all so much for tuning in and helping me continue to grow as a channel. Having a great time. More to come. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.